Hello everyone, welcome to Chemistry Concepts, and in today's video we shall discuss about bioinorganic chemistry. So what is meant by bioinorganic chemistry? It is nothing but a branch of chemistry which deals with the of interaction of metal ions of inorganic minerals with the biomolecules of living system such as proteins, enzymes, fats, glycogen, etc. Some of the mineral elements have vital biological role in the living system. We have two groups of mineral elements. One is essential and the other one is major elements, and the other is trace elements. So we again, if you discuss or we want to discuss more, we can classify into two types. That is a group of mineral elements. One is essential and another one is a trace elements. Is essential elements are also called as major elements. So these are the elements which involve in major biological process to maintain the existence and survival of the living organism. For example, sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, sulfur, and chlorine. All these minerals or all these elements comes under essential or major elements. Next, coming to trace elements. Trace elements are nothing but the elements whose contribution quantity is very much less in terms of micrograms. That means little in quantity. That means it will be in the terms of micrograms, and they play an important role in most of the biological process. For example, we can consider iron, copper, iodine, manganese, cobalt, zinc, molybdenum, fluorine, chromium, vanadium, and nickel. Biological importance of metal cations. Coming to the biological importance of metal cations, we have many biological importances of metal cations. Under those, sodium, potassium, calcium, iron, phosphorus, copper, as well as nickel. So if we need to describe this and we need to know the biological importance of these metal cations, now we shall discuss it some more briefly. Coming to sodium. Sodium, it regulates the body acid-base balance in association with chlorine and bicarbonates, and it is the major component of the extracellular cation, and also it is required for the maintenance of osmotic pressure and fluid balance, and it is necessary for initiating and maintaining the heartbeat, and it is also involved in the preservation of normal irritability of muscle and permeability of the cells. So all these four are the biological importance of sodium cation or Na+. One is acid-base balance, maintenance of acid-base balances with chlorine and bicarbonates in the body, and another one is major components of extracellular fluid, where it is present as cation, that is Na+, and it is required for the maintenance of osmotic pressure and as well as preservation of normal irritability and permeability of the cells. Next, moving on to the next cation, that is potassium K+. Potassium maintains intercellular osmotic pressure. it is required for the regulation of acid balance and water balance in the cell. It is required for the transmission of nerve impulse, and it is also necessary for muscular contraction. So all these comes under potassium biological importances, where the common thing in between sodium and potassium is this regulation of acid base balance, which is in common with both sodium as well as potassium. And next comes calcium, that is Ca2 plus. Familiar with the calcium. So this calcium, as you are well known, the biological importances, few of them we can see here also. That is, it is present in the bones and the teeth as salts along with phosphorus and magnesium. And calcium ions are essential for blood coagulation. That means it prevents the blood not to clot. That means whenever you met with an blood clotting, or when you met with an accident, it prevents what do this calcium ions do is it prevents the coagulation. That means clotting of blood will be prevented by calcium ions. And then it is required for normal functioning of the heart, muscles and nerves. And also Ca2 plus influences the membranes of water and several ions across it. All these points or biological importances of calcium are very familiar, and you are very well known with this biological importances of calcium, that is Ca2 plus. Next, coming to iron, that is Fe2 plus. This Fe2 plus, it is present in hemoglobin. Most of you are familiar with the term hemoglobin. That means RBC, that is red blood cells. Most of you heard about, most of you are hearing about hemoglobin, which is present in a red blood cells. And this iron is present in that hemoglobin or red blood cells and myoglobin of the muscle tissue and cytochromes. And iron serves as a transport agent oxygen and carbon dioxide through hemoglobin and myoglobin. That means what do this iron do is it serves as a transport agent of oxygen and carbon dioxide. That means for each and every part of the body we need oxygen and carbon dioxide, which need to transport through every part of our body. So oxygen and carbon dioxide, how it travels through the body is with the help of this hemoglobin and as well as myoglobin. That means this plays a white oxygen and carbon dioxide. And also it is a component of enzymes such as catalysis and peroxidase. And iron is associated with effective immune competence of the body. And next one, that is phosphorus. Phosphorus, it is essential for the development of the bones and teeth. And also it plays a central role in the formation and utilization of high energy phosphate compounds such as ATP and GTP. That means adenosine triphosphate, and it is also required for the formation of phospholipids and phosphoproteins. It is also necessary for absorption of metabolism of carbohydrates. Coming on to the next topic, next biological importance of metal cation, that is Cu2 plus. It is essential for the synthesis of hemoglobin. So previously we have discussed about hemoglobin. Why hemoglobin, where it is used? It is used for the transportation of oxygen and carbon dioxide, where iron serves as a transport agent. And now in order to synthesize hemoglobin, we need Cu2 plus, and it is a component of several enzyme proteins such as catalase and tyrosinase, and it is necessary for the synthesis of melanin and phospholipids. Copper it is also required for the development of bone and nervous system. And coming on to the last one, that is nickel. There is only few importance, that is nickel. It is used as a tracer element, stabilizes column and activate hydrogenase reaction. So these are the biological importance of metal cations, that means which comes under the essential or major elements and trace elements. And then in the next video we shall discuss more about hemoglobin, myoglobin and their structures. And in the next video, the remaining part will be continued. Until then, signing off. Bye.